Thanks very much for your time. We begin with our very first story, and the largest Presbyterian denomination in the United States will formally recognize same-sex marriages after decades of debate. With nearly 1.8 million members, the Presbyterian Church USA is the biggest Protestant group in the U.S. to endorse the ceremonies. The move was supported by the church's top legislative body last year, but required approval from a majority of the denomination's regional districts. A New Jersey district delivered the critical vote on Tuesday. The new church policy reads, marriage involves a unique commitment between two people, traditionally a man and a woman, to love and support each other for the rest of their lives. But the denomination has included a provision that no clergy will be compelled to preside over a gay marriage or host such a ceremony on church property. Now, a number of districts have voted against the rule change. Presbyterian Church USA approved the ordination of gay pastors, elders, and deacons in 2011, which led to many conservative congregations to leave the denomination. The fracture may have paved the way for the approval of same-sex unions. The change will take effect on June 21. We've been joined on the phone lines now by Reverend Professor Emmanuel Mate. He's a moderator of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana. We want to get some reactions from him with regards to this developing story. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. So what do you make of this latest decision?
Patrick, this is not surprising. This has not happened just yesterday or even a week ago, but the process began many years ago. And if you will recall, 2011, the Presbyterian Church of Ghana that has partnership and relationship with other churches, including Presbyterian churches worldwide, we took a decision to sever relationship with all churches and all partners that ordain homosexuals and give in to same-sex marriage, of which this particular church, the Presbyterian Church in the USA, was one. So at the moment, the Presbyterian Church of Ghana has no relationship whatsoever with Presbyterian Church in the USA. But let me say this. You see, even in America, there are more than 2 Presbyterian churches. The Presbyterian Church that has taken this decision is the Presbyterian Church in the USA. Now, there is also Presbyterian Church in America. There is also Independent Presbyterian Church. Just as in Ghana, we have 2 major Presbyterian churches. That is the Presbyterian Church of Ghana and then Evangelical Presbyterian Church. Now let me explain. The term Presbyterian, you see, it is just a system of church governance, which is the polity, P-O-L-I-T-Y. And polity is a system of church governance, the way a church is governed. And we have 3 major polities. One is the Episcopal polity of church governance says that it is the bishop that takes decision for the running of the church. So, for example, in the Catholic Church here in Ghana, it is the Bishop Conference. All the bishops in Ghana come together to take a decision to run the Catholic Church in Ghana. And the Catholic Church also has links with all Catholic churches with the Bishop of Rome, who is called the Pope, as their head. So, in Episcopal church policy, it is a bishop that takes decision. Now,
right,
there is another system which is called congregational system. For that, it is the congregation that will take decision in running the church. So, for example, an example is the Baptist church. A Baptist congregation will take a decision to hire a pastor. And if they are comfortable with that pastor, the pastor will pastor that church congregation for 30 years, 40 years. You know, so it is the decision of the local congregation. Now, the third system of church governance is what is called the Presbyterian church governance. And the word Presbyterian is a Greek word, which means an elder. And the word Presbyterian is the council of elders. So any church that chooses a Presbyterian polity is ruled by a council of elders. So that we see that the Presbyterian Church of Ghana, which has adopted a Presbyterian system of church governance, is ruled at the local level by the local session.
All right, sir. All right, sir. I'm afraid I'm going to come in here, sir. Sorry for butting in here, but I understand this will not have any direct implications on your affairs here on the local assembly. But moving forward and into the future, is it something you'd like to consider, seeing that the church anticipates that it would want to?
Speak louder. I don't hear you. Speak to the microphone. I don't hear you well.
All right. I said that I understand that this is not going to have implications on the operations of the local assembly. But moving forward and into the future, is this something that the church would like to consider, seeing that the church would like to win a lot more souls to the kingdom of Christ, be it gays or lesbians?
The homosexual and gay marriage? Is that what you are saying?
Well, what I'm asking is that, looking into the future, you obviously would like to consider the fact that...
Never. You see, listen, every Bible-believing and practicing church will not endorse homosexuality. You see, most of the American churches are dying out. And it's the immigrant churches that are now coming. So in order to win the American people, they are going outside the Bible, and because you know how political this issue of homosexuality is in American society. Now, what the Presbyterian Church of Ghana, which is a Bible-believing and practicing church, will never do is to say that because a society endorses homosexuality, in order to win members of that society, the Presbyterian Church of Ghana should endorse homosexuality. No Bible-believing and practicing church will do that.
All right, sir.
What the Presbyterian Church in USA has done, they have deviated from Bible teaching and biblical principles. And I condemn it. In certain terms, I condemn it. It is unchristian. I've said it before, and I will repeat. Homosexuality is a satanic agenda to sidetrack the church and to discredit and to the witness of the church and to render the church impotent.
Very finally, sir, very finally, sir, very shortly, will this dent the image of the Presby Church globally?
Listen, there is no, you see, it is tautological. If you are talking of the Catholic Church, we have a global Catholic Church with the head in Rome, Pope. Even the Anglican Church that they meet in Lambeth at periodic times. Presbyterian Church, we don't have anything like that with one head. We don't. What fraternity that we have is a communion, a conference that we come together.
All right. Thank you very much. I'm afraid we'd have to leave it here. Thank you very much, Reverend Professor Emmanuel Mate. He's a moderator of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana. Thanks very much for sharing your thoughts on this story with us.